Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of RPGs with Paddy. I'm Paddy. Today we have another special edition. Some might call it off topic, but I'm going to review adventure game Monochrome Inc. So a friend of mine wanted to know about this, so I thought I would play through it again and then give my thoughts here. So this is a cross between a board game and a choose-your-own-adventure game. You have pawns and cards and you're moving around, checking out different locations, and then reading the entries in the adventure book. So these are the instructions and the adventure book. And you have all of I can't show you the back of these, spoilers, but there are a large number of location cards. You have your character pawns and you have a number of item cards. Almost always item cards. And again, I can't show you because of spoilers, but I will show you some very minor spoilers in a second. So this game is made by Kosmos and it plays 1 to 4 players. So I originally played it with 2 players, and for this review I played it solo. You can choose to read all of the entries yourself, so there are a large number of entries here. You can choose to read that for yourself, but also the Kosmos app, which this is actually in-game, so let me just go back here. So if you download the Kosmos app, you get a list of kind of a helper app for all of their games. And so I'll just go down to Monochrome Inc. and you have to download it. Then you've got the tutorial there and the adventure book itself, which will read out everything you need. During my solo playthrough, I actually forgot that they have this app. So unfortunately for the upcoming mini playthrough, just the start of it, you are stuck with my voice. So in this game, you take on the role of a number of, depending on the number of players, a number of gang and spy members. And you're being hired to break into this corporation. So here is the setup, which I'll read for you. I will also play what's on the app, but the sound will be a little bit off. So the majority I'll read just like this. Okay. Introduction. So after you've read through all the rules, the introduction. You are no ordinary street gang. The people who hire you need something done. Urgently. Discreetly. Illegally. Business has been slow recently, though, and it's been a while since your last job. Are you maybe under surveillance and the organization has blacklisted you? A sound brings you back to reality. On the floor in front of your door is a misshapen package. It's unmarked and there's neither an address nor a sender on it. There's no point in taking a look through the peephole either. The package was surely delivered by drone. Burning with curiosity, you tear the package open. Inside are several pairs of those fancy new AR data glasses, along with a brief message. Put these on. You curiously do as you're told. A building appears before your eyes, and you hear a man's voice speak. Hello, and thank you for your attention. I am Owen. This is Monochrome Inc. You're probably already familiar with the company. In the past few years, it has grown to become one of the top 3 pharmaceutical enterprises in the world. Rumor has it they've now developed a groundbreaking new product, a miracle cure called Rainbow. It is said to improve concentration and physical performance, as well as greatly accelerate tissue repair, supposedly without any kinds of side effects. Everything is still very hush-hush at the moment. Monochrome is currently conducting extensive tests on Rainbow in the remote research facility you can see here. Have we got your attention now? Good. because we want you to find out more about Rainbow. We've managed to obtain basic staff passes to get you into the building. We need you to gain access to the restricted levels and find out more about the synthesizing process and, if possible, get your hands on the formula. It's probably stored in a well-secured lab. Just 3 more things. First, with all our best interests in mind, make sure you don't leave any trace of your presence behind. Nothing that could be associated with us or connected back to us. Second, you can use the data glasses inside the building to communicate with one another and to see and hear what the others are seeing and hearing. Third, you're not the first ones we've hired for this job. We lost contact with the previous team a while ago, so be on your guard. As the final sentences are uttered, the pictures of a man and a woman fade in. Then the glasses turn clear and you look around at each other. Rainbow. The effects seem greatly exaggerated, but your client Owen is convinced it's extremely valuable. So, why not? A few days later, you find yourselves on the ground of Monochrome Inc's remote research facility. It's after midnight. You catch a glimpse of a white cat just before it vanishes behind some furnishings. Hopefully no one else has already detected your presence. The stolen staff passes have gotten you this far. Now, you're on your own. And that is the introduction. Just to give you a sense of what the audio app is like, and I'm sorry, just because from my phone to the microphone, the quality might be a little bit low, but I'll give you not the full thing, but just an idea of what it's like.
You are no ordinary street gang. The people who hired you need something done. Urgently, discreetly, illegally. Business has been slow recently, though, and it's been a while since your last job. Or you may be under surveillance, and the organization has blacklisted you. A sound brings you back to reality. On the floor in front of your door.
Okay, so that is the introduction anyway. Now what I'll do is I'll switch over to my video. Apologies in advance, the video quality is not great. I was just on my phone recording the game as it happened, so it's a little bit wobbly. And I'm recording this after I've already played the game, so apologies for any kind of rule repetition in that. Okay, so let's switch to that video, and then I'll be back to give my thoughts on the game after that. This is the setup for the adventure game Monochrome Inc. This is a cross between a choose-your-own-adventure and a board game. So let's have a quick look at the setup and how to play. So this is Monochrome Inc. This is the corporation that you are breaking into. And this is the ground floor and the elevator. The elevator can bring us up to the different levels. This is card A. And you can see this is the lobby, but we can go up to B, C, D. B, C, and D. And I have my 2 characters here as well. I'm playing solo, so there you use 2 characters. Alva starts with card 51, which says anytime she explores a symbol or a location with this symbol, the alarm level raises by 1. So if we look here, and that's because of facial recognition. So she is a hacker, and we're trying to break in here. So if she were to explore this icon, then the alarm level would go up by 1. And here we have the alarm level. If it gets to 5, then which is the highest level, then we have to read special entry 999. Similarly over here we have Ramon, probably Ramon, or Ramon. Ramon usually has an E. And he has a similar handicap, which is fingerprints. Anytime he explores a location with this symbol, the alarm will go up by 1. So the way you play it is generally you can just go and read the entry at these locations, and see what happens. You can also combine cards with numbers. So, for example, if I wanted to, this is a terrible example, but if I wanted to combine this card 51 with location 103, then I would go 51103, and I can see, is there an entry for that in this booklet? Okay, and each time you get to a new level, there is also a little description here. So we'll start off. Excuse me. We will start off on level A. The smart lobby is deserted. At its center are 2 elevators. One travels to the lower level, levels, 106, right here, and the other to the upper levels, 102. Right here. Between them, stairs lead up to a painting, 101. 2 richly ornated bronze statues of lions flank the stairs. You take a quick look around and see the entrance to the cafeteria, 107. It also says cafe there, I'm not sure if you can see it. You take a quick look around and see the entrance to the cafeteria, a large screen, 103, and several items lying on the floor, 104. There's also an open elevator waiting for you on the left, F1. Okay, so that's what you do. Now, you would each take turns and say what you are going to do. So it doesn't make sense for Alva to go and explore 101. So, just for the sake of exploration, we will say Ramon, it's going to confuse me every time, Ramon goes to 101, and I'll just read you that entry. The marble staircase leads up to a brightly illuminated painting. Below, there is the name Lord Elmsley. Okay, so that's all the information we find out about that. Let's check out 103. Number 103. Just see what's going on there. So that was Ramon's turn, and now we have Alva's turn. So Alva will go to 103. As if hypnotized, you approach the big screen showing wafts of mist. Above it is a little recess. It's too high up for you to reach, though. So that would suggest that I need to find something that would help me get up there. So now it's the next round. So I think, what am I going to do? I'm going to have, what are the lions again? So just back on page 8, the 2 richly ornamented bronze statues of lions flank the stairs. So Ramon is going to check out the lion statues. The bronze lion sits on its pedestal in a menacing pose and intimidates all those who enter his territory. On a board beside it, you read, Monochrome Inc. was established in 1993 by Lord Elmsley. Today, it is one of the world's leading pharmaceutical manufacturers, with subsidiaries in 63 countries. In 2027, it introduced the miracle cure Rainbow into the market. Well, someone sure is feeling optimistic. The drug hasn't even been released to the market yet. So they're predicting something happening in the future. Very optimistic indeed. Okay, and now Alva is going to check out this weird thing down here. Someone has carelessly just left some items lying around. Take adventure cards 10 and 11. So in this case, I will get some cards, and there are lots and lots of cards, so bear with me just for a second. Sorry. 10 and 11. Okay. It's harder to do this one hand. Okay, 10 and 11. Oh, a rope ladder. Excellent. And grappling hook. Now that could be very handy. So, let's put them like this. Alva now has those. It would be Ramon's turn, but just let's see if we can figure this out. I'm going to see if I can use the rope ladder to get up to 103 here. So what I would do then is take the 10 from this and put it in front of 103. So it'll be 10103. So that's the entry that I'm going to look up in the book. And so they have some entries here for just things that you see, but then they also have ones for when you combine it with an item. Spoilers a lot here. Spoilers, don't pause and read these. In fact, I won't let you. But you have to wait for me then. Okay, here we are. So here you can see 10103. The rope ladder on its own won't be of any use here. Perhaps it works if you combine it with something else first. So this is one of the other things you can do. You can combine two items together, and you should combine the lower number first. So for this one, we're going to be looking at a 4-digit number, which is 1011. So back into the book, 1011. Have I gone too far? Yes. So here you can see 1011. You attach the hook to the rope ladder. That should allow you to reach previously inaccessible places. Return adventure cards 10 and 11 to the box and take adventure card 12. Okay. Again. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. My finger was in the way the whole time. So now I have a hook ladder, is what they say. Excuse me. So now, obviously now it is Ramon's turn, and it has been, or it should have been Ramon's turn earlier, but just for the sake of this demonstration. So now we'll take this item and use it with 103. So it'll be 12103 is what we're looking for here. And helpfully, the book does also have different color codes for depending on what type of entry you're looking at. And I'll show you now in a second. So let's check out here. 12103. As if hypnotized, you approach the big screen on which an actor smiles at you invitingly. Above it is a little recess. You swing the hook on your ladder and hook it over the pink ceiling pipe. Now you can reach the recess. If you want to take a look inside, read entry 180. And so I think this, I would probably rule this as a continuation action. So it can be the same one. Suddenly, there's a flash and you hear a faint click. Darn it, there's a camera hidden in the recess that presumably just saved your image in the security system. Take adventure card 15 and raise the alarm level by 1. So I think I played this game maybe about 3 years ago, and I think I did the exact same thing last time. So figuring out the what to do is not always the best thing. Okay, but this is actually not so terrible because it was Alva that got this, who already had facial recognition. Okay. And so basically that's how you'll play the game. Just one more thing. I'm sorry. I wasn't using them, but they also come with these little figurines that you pop out and stands for them as well. And then let's say both of them go to this floor, or go to the elevator. Then the elevator moves up, and you can choose which one you want to go to. You don't have to go in order. But then once you get there, you flip over, and there are a whole bunch of new things that you can do, or you can choose to look at. And again, there's another entry for every room you get into. You reach a spacious floor with high ceilings that looks like some kind of workshop or assembly facility. Right in front of you, a computer, 201, and several files, 205, sit on a large desk. At the center of the room is a strange piece of equipment, 206. Behind it, you spot a stack of cloth sacks, 202, and a huge sign, 203, hangs from the ceiling. 5 meters up, below the ventilation shafts, is a little maintenance platform, 204. Okay. And so basically that's how you play the game. Don't forget there are 2 other secret elevators here. I can't remember which one goes up and which one goes down. 106 goes to the lower levels, and 102 goes to the upper levels. Yes. And then this one here, F1, is just our small elevator that only goes A, B, C, D. But presumably there are a lot of secrets in these other elevators. Okay, so that's how you would play this game. I'll just show you the... Oh, so here is the cover as well. This is one of... I think there's at least 2, but I think there might even be 3 or more. The other one that I've played is the Dungeon, which plays out in the same way, but obviously very different theme. Just before I finish up here, I want to show you, when you're reading room entries, it has this blue border in the book, because the book is quite long, about 65 pages. When you are reading just normal entries like 101, it has this yellow outline. When you are combining 2 cards together, wow, so many entries. When you're combining 2 cards together, so for example, 39 and 48, it has this orange background. And when you are combining an item with a location, so a 5-digit number, it will have this grey background as well. And of course, they're all in that order as well. Okay, and that is how you play Adventure Games Monochrome Inc. So that is the game Monochrome Inc., one of the adventure games. And again, sorry about the camera work. So I finished out the game after that, and it went pretty well. Honestly, I forgot almost all of it from my last play through, which was at least 3 years ago. The story is interesting, I think, and it gradually unfolds. So you're gradually picking up little bits of information. You can probably get through the game in about an hour or maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2, depending on how quickly you can solve the puzzles. And there will probably be times when you get stuck. I'd say take some time and think through things and maybe revisit locations to try and figure out. But if you still can't figure it out, there are hints for most, if not all, of the cards in this instruction manual as well. So I won't show you anything, hopefully, but I'll just give you a quick glimpse. So here you can see a huge list of all of the hints for the adventure cards. And then here are the lists for the location cards as well. Obviously, I showed them upside down, so you can cheat if you want by looking at that video, but if you've got the game, you can cheat anyway. Oh, well, not cheating. If you need the hint, do have a look at those. But I encourage you not to use them until you really need them, because it kind of cheapens the whole puzzle experience of this if you look at the hints. And don't forget, if you don't want to read it yourself, you can use the Kosmos app, which is free, which has an audio version of the adventure book. I definitely enjoyed playing through this both times, both as a 2-player game and playing through it solo as well. So I can recommend this one along with Adventure Games The Dungeon, which I've also played. There are 3 other adventure games which I haven't played through, but I might do so in the future. I enjoyed them. They're good, quick, relatively quick puzzle games. I'd say most people will probably finish them within 2 hours. But yeah, it's fun and kind of exploring the mysterious research facility for Monochrome Inc. Okay, so that is going to do it. I would recommend this game, and because it mixes choose your own adventure and also board game elements, it's a little bit more immersive than a lot of just standard choose your own adventure style books. But yeah, let me know if you've played this, if you have any comments, or if you have any questions about this. And if you've played through it as well, let me know your score down in the comments. Finally, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video and maybe even subscribe to my channel. If you have any requests for videos or games or role-playing games that you would like me to review, let me know and I'll try to get to that. Okay, so that's it for today. See you.